So, bro, the number one most important thing that I do in order to look more attractive is building an aesthetic body. I'm telling you, this was the moment that my life changed. I remember when I was younger, I was this guy who was always rejected by girls, always friend zoned. And at some point, I was just sick of that. I wanted to change. I wanted to look better. I wanted to look grown. And so what I did is I started to make some research. I went on YouTube and I was trying to find a solution to my problems. And I found out about the aesthetic body. The aesthetic body was the body that would help me to attract girls, that would help me to get a girlfriend. And so from that day, I bought equipment in order to train from home and I started to work out every single day. I wanted to build an aesthetic body. I wanted to get a girlfriend. And so what I found out is that in order to build an aesthetic body, I had to focus on the V shape because the V shape is the body that is instinctively attractive to girls. So I bought a door frame pull-up bar and I started training from home. You know, in order to build a V shape, I focused on the back, the upper pec, the side delts, the neck, and the lower abs. And my training looks like this. I bought a door frame pull-up bar that I hang on my door frame. I do pull-ups, I do chin-ups, I do decline push-ups, I do leg raise for the lower abs, and I train my neck by laying on the side of my bed and doing this movement. I swear these 5 exercises targeted the exact part of the body that I needed, and it fucking changed my life forever, I'm telling you. I was able to build an aesthetic body, and I remember the exact moment that I went back to school. I put a sports shirt on, the tightest one that I could find, and I just wanted to show off my gains. I wanted to see if the aesthetic body would actually help me to attract girls. And I just saw a massive difference. For the first time in my life, I felt attractive. I felt like girls were coming to me instead of me chasing them. That was the point that my life just got better and better because I found out about looksmaxing through the aesthetic body. And so the number one thing that I did is that now what I do is I just train from home every single day because I want to keep building my body. I also take creatine because I'm telling you, it is just a life-changing thing that helped me so much to get bigger and to accentuate the body that I want, my dream body. But you see, it was still a problem. I was this guy who was still puffy. I had big glasses on that would make my eyes look way bigger than they were. And I still looked like a boy, even though my body got better. And so what I did is I made some research. I went on YouTube, my face is puffy, and I found out about mewing. We all heard of mewing. And so during the day, I would mew, I would see progress and shit, but I would go to sleep and wake up and all my progress was gone. And so what I started doing is I started to tape my mouth. This is very important that you start doing this because if you mew during the day and you don't during the night, you breathe through your mouth during the night, all of your progress will be gone. So what I do is I just put a piece of tape on my mouth and this allows me to breathe through my nose the natural way even when I'm asleep. That's the second thing. The third thing is the diet. When I was younger, I had a shit diet, bro. I would eat fucking junk food every single day. I would eat McDonald's, Subway. I would come back to school, play video games, whilst eating chips, candies, and a bunch of shit food. And so I had a bunch of pimples, a bunch of acne, and I knew that I had to change that. So what I did is I thought to myself, I need to clean my diet. And so I started to eat like my ancestors would. I would only eat meat, fruit, vegetables, eggs, bread, and nothing else. And my skin cleared, and it just allowed me to look way better once more. But I was still puffy, and I knew that I needed to get my body fat down. So what I did is I simply put my AirPods in, my AirPods. I would put my AirPods in, and I would just take an hour walk every single day. And this made a huge, huge difference. It allowed me to have a more angular face, a better jawline. I highly suggest you just go and take a walk every single day, at least an hour walk. It will make the world of a difference to your face and your body. That's it for today. See you in the next one.